Gonna be a party, y'all.
How I feel, and I will build my world around you, 'cause I can't live my life without you. How I feel, 'cause everything I do is for you, what's mine is yours, 'cause I enjoy you.
All right, it's one of y'all, remember?
What's up, y'all?
But that's how we get the bloops.
Right, that's how we get the bloopers in the beginning.
Listen.
Anywho, what's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to another episode of Kush Curves and Conversation. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Tasha.
I'm Brittany.
And my name is Tracy.
So what is going on with you guys since our last episode? I mean, I guess it
did.
It is after Labor Day. Last I checked my watch. It is, yep. So
Yes,
it started. For the one person who has a child, me, you know. But hey, why not? Anything else been going on with you all?
Honestly, everything's been great. I'm in the middle of a retrograde and trying to survive and not die. That's it.
Appreciate it.
Retrograde is real.
That's what's happening.
Retrograde is real. I can't wait for October the 2nd. I don't know what to do with my life.
I do. I can drive in peace.
But we got something special for today.
Yes, we do.
So,
We don't have a chronicle for today, though? Or we just going to jump right into
We're
it?
just going to jump
I
right
think
in.
we should
that's
jump
cool.
right
We'll
in.
edit
Just
it in
jump.
later.
So today, you guys, highly requested, one of our top viewed podcasts that we've completed was the all male led podcast, This That Alpha Shit Part 1. If you have not already caught up, I suggest you go watch the first one, because today we are doing This That Alpha Shit Part 2.
Part 2.
So if you are not familiar, we do have a panel of men who come on KCC podcast platform, and they come and talk about real life things that they want to talk about. It's straight off the cuff, and it's unfiltered, it's raw, and it's here today. So we have a panel of 5, and we're just going to let them do their thing.
You know it's real when they ask to come back.
They asked to come back.
And I am
Highly
here for
requested.
every bit of it. Please hurt some feelings. Let
Hurt
people
them.
know.
Hurt them.
Give
Tell the
some people
truth.
the
I mean, we
knowledge.
hurt feelings last week, so last episode. So, I mean, why not?
Get it off your chest.
Why not
Yes.
Get it off your chest. We don't have violation flags for y'all.
No, but I'm going to be on the side making faces.
Yep.
So if they look over, they might laugh. Might laugh a little bit.
I'm cool with that. That's okay.
So, without further ado, please stay tuned for the all male led podcast, This That Alpha Shit Part 2. Bye.
My bad.
You ain't hear that booty clap?
Not the booty clap.
Where the clappers
right,
at?
anyway.
Where the clappers at?
We sure we want to start off with booty clapping?
That's why I was letting it breathe for a second. I was like, hold on. He can edit that out.
like booty clapping is crazy.
And welcome back. We back. Man, I'm amongst my people again. It's the This That Alpha Shit episode of Kush Curves and Conversations. I'm gonna let my brothers introduce themselves per usual. I'm gonna start with my far left and let him go.
Hey, I'm Rocks a Lot. I'm here to support the ladies as usual.
It's the Raven.
I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself because I failed to do so at the beginning. I'm Mace, the brand ambassador, the poet, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Really? What up? It's your boy. It's your boy Moody.
I'm the same guy. I'm just Jordan, man. I'm gonna get one.
From the Paul.
Your Instagram name should be
Jordan from the Paul.
It was that till somebody stole it.
Oh, you can spell just with like a G or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so we getting back into the conversation again. I guess it's part 2. They want to know what we thinking again. So I'm gonna hop right into it because we had a long podcast the last time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hop into it. I ain't gonna even fluff it. Oh.
As long as you.
I mean, we gonna make it better this time because you here. You know what I'm saying? Timekeep.
Oh, me?
Right? Yeah.
Nah, I don't keep no time.
You the person we was missing.
Nah, me?
Yeah, you what the game been missing.
For real?
Yeah, man. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
So
Y'all ain't got a real one. Okay.
So the first question, do you feel more comfortable to express yourself nowadays? Second part of that question, What about expressing yourself to other men?
Y'all want me to start?
We're going to let the minority start it off since you're the lightest one.
Why am I the minority?
Because you're the lightest
Because
one.
I'm
lightest
the
one.
lightest one, and you're the darkest one. So
That's true. But I ain't the darkest one in here too, though. Like, there's other dark people
don't
in
do
here
that.
too. Like,
Don't do that.
like
Don't.
We,
I'm
we,
amongst
we
my
a couple
peers.
of shades.
You
you know what I'm saying? Amongst my peers.
Right,
you
right,
know?
right,
Don't
right,
be
right.
like that.
You can start though.
But this is why I don't feel comfortable talking to niggas, because you know, because like this.
It was unsolicited. Like you wasn't even doing that. You know what I mean?
You
You was just minding his business this
chilling.
time.
Like dark skin is always coming for the light.
I mean,
skin.
I'll start it if you want me to.
But for real, yeah, you go ahead.
So, since the podcast or whatever, everybody's been like asking me who I talk to, like what's the things I do. So I've been in therapy this whole time anyway.
That's
I
a
do.
blessing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the place that you can tell everything and nobody judge you for it, and you'll never hear it again. It's a nice little safe space. You pay a person to not say nothing, so we good. But as far as like my friends, my boys, I feel like me and Jordan and Moody and Rox have been like friends now, so I feel safe enough to communicate with them since the last podcast. No disrespect, because you weren't here last time, but you know, I got it. After this one, you're gonna be the person that I'll be like, all right, bet we cool, we can talk, we can chop it up.
Respect.
So expressing myself, that covers both parts. So I do feel more comfortable expressing myself and to other men.
Okay.
I mean, I still got my core people that I've been doing it with, which is females, but I got some additional males that I can talk to and feel safe to express myself.
That's dope. But I feel like as men, I feel like we've always been expressive, especially amongst ourselves. I would say the level has changed in recent times when we're now not afraid to tell your friend, your brother, your cousin, anybody now that you love them. Like now that's an everyday thing because we understand just how precious life is, how short it is, especially with the fact that almost every other day you go on social media or something, you see somebody that look like you being beat up, being killed. So now it's a necessity to say to another black man that look like you, even he don't necessarily have to be black, but it's just somebody that look like you who could be going through the same thing, that you love him, because you don't know what that man is really going through. Even though we all know as men, we deal with a lot, but we never know what the next person is going through. Just because you talk to that person, that don't necessarily mean they telling you everything. So it's needed now to be more expressive, in my opinion.
I probably expressed my expectations more since the last pod, since we last sat down.
That's interesting.
Just making sure I'm kind of clear on, you know, not only what I want, but what I have to offer and how far I'm willing to go in certain situations. Because, you know, I just kind of learned to set more boundaries, but with setting boundaries comes being more expressive, being more communicative about, you know, what you're looking for, what your intentions are. So, and you know, we talked a big game last time, so I really had to, follow up with some of that stuff. So, you know, but it helped a lot though. It did help a lot to find out that I wasn't this anomaly when it came to how I felt about certain things, and then sit up here with a bunch of dudes I had just met, and to realize we was all on the same page with how we felt about a lot of things. So it did make me, you know, more expressive, and other people help with that too. People off camera can help you come out of your shell a little bit more too.
Ladies.
So it's been dope. Shouts to the ladies. But yeah, so since the last pod, definitely more expectations, more expression. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've always been the person that like to kind of
Jump out there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes too much though. Like I'll overshare, and I had to learn how to actually pull back and not give people so much of myself. Because I
don't think it's everybody though. Not to cut you off. It's just certain people.
Yeah. But I kind of grew up just like, I don't know. I was very, very sheltered when I grew up. So I grew up in this envelope of not really knowing how the world really was, right? So in that, I was over expressive. I shared a lot of me, my personal things with pretty much almost anybody. And then my circle of friends, like the ladies, like
Ladies.
Black, well, the Raven,
Raven.
taught me to kind of like shelter myself, shield myself from stuff, so I didn't get myself into bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it, for real.
Yep, I'm the same from the last pod, man. I'm the one that slipped through the crack, man. But nah, I mean, I'm still cool with sharing my thoughts with the people that I'm super close to. You know what I mean? So in that select circle of guys or whatever it is, but yeah, in that I'll express what's happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, Moody, I ain't made it to that yet. You know what I mean? Just tell everybody anything.
It's good, bro. We all a work in progress.
Nah, you grow to that. Like you go through rough patches to learn the word he used that you corrected him on, but I agree with everybody. Like, everybody isn't worthy of every part of you.
Facts.
Like, you can express yourself to people in some ways, but everybody won't get every side of you. Some people will have more, some will have less, because they're not deserving of it.
That's legit.
They haven't proven that they're worthy to see these other sides of you, in my opinion. But it's a part of life that I feel like we all end up going through.
It's a learning lesson, you know what I'm saying? Next question, fellas. Can you spot as a man when a guy isn't being alpha?
I don't know what that is.
Hold up. Isn't being alpha or that he isn't an alpha?
You know, he might portray himself as alpha. I feel like.
Fake.
Oh, you mean like a beta?
Yeah, like
beta, like Jerome said?
Yeah.
Like a beta?
The last part.
If
he
he's
did
saying
go
it
in,
too
though.
loud, that's normally how you spot him. Hey, I need me a submissive woman. I need somebody to be in the kitchen now. She got to know who's in charge around this motherfucker.
A woman's job is in
A woman's job is in the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody answering questions I'm supposed to know the answer to and all that. You know what
Mama
I'm saying?
said, watch your dick. Oh, that's too loud. That's too
Yeah,
loud.
you know what I'm saying?
Too loud. That's not believable.
Right. Remember in American Gangster when the dude had on the furry coat and he was like, nah, that's how you spot somebody who ain't as alpha
Nikki,
as they want to be. Yeah, like take
what's
that
up?
coat off. Man. What's wrong with you?
What you doing, man?
Yeah, stop drawing so much attention to yourself for nothing.
See, but
You know what I mean?
the thing that makes that question interesting is you got dudes who don't even know that they not alphas thinking that they calling out other people that aren't.
Facts.
Like, if you can't, when you don't have the energy, because you know it. As men, we know when you're around somebody like that. The dominance of it makes its presence felt. So when you're around somebody that's fake, you know it when you see it. You know it when you hear it. You know it when
Jump
you
off
sense
the
it.
page.
Like, yeah, you can sense it. You ain't even got to really do much, and he'll fold. The dude that's perpetrating, he gonna fold.
Yeah, for sure.
Indeed.
That's tough.
I
Because you can't pretend forever. You know, people.
Not at all.
No.
I say the same thing to women. A guy, he'll do his best for as long as he can, but he's gonna revert back to himself eventually. Same thing with these guys. You're gonna revert back to the mean, the average at some point. You know, you're gonna have your peaks. You're gonna go back to who you are at some point. You know what I mean? You just gotta wait them out.
No,
That's it.
it's not that you're gonna go back to who you are. You're gonna expose who you really are.
There you go.
That's what it is. Because all that energy, you're gonna use it up trying to portray something you really don't even know how to portray.
Right.
So it's gonna become tiresome, and then you're just gonna let it out.
I guess my question is like, what thoughts do you have to even get to that point where you got the fake to be in? You know what I mean? Like,
I blame social media.
I was about to say.
well, I had that question. I didn't want to cut him off from talking, but when you
no.
said like being too vocal, I was thinking, okay, so like,
It's an insecurity.
what about that Instagram guy, or that TikTok guy that
It's an
you know,
insecurity.
he let him have it. He giving everybody game. You know what I mean?
You can tell when somebody
Game.
didn't get the kind of praise they wanted, and now they're in position to kind of like buy it. You know what I mean? Or force it. It's like, I used to be this guy, but now you can't tell me I'm not this guy because I this, that, and the third. But like, you know, you can put them boots on. But you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But you can put on that jersey, but you ain't got no jump shot. You know what I mean? Like, that type of thing. So it's just come from a lot of insecurity. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's where people get it confused, where a lot of people think that's how people are to be successful, like, or how to make it.
Yeah,
because so many, well, celebrities or social media famous people are made. They're not really genuine to who they are. True. They have a pack of people around them that style them, that make them, that put them out there to be this certain type of person. And so then you have the common population looking at this like, oh, okay, then I need to do this, I need to do this, I gotta be like this, I gotta be like this, I gotta change this, I gotta do this to be successful, to be well known, to have any notoriety. So it's like, you know, that's what people think it takes.
Yeah.
I also think it's like touching on what you're saying as far as insecurity. Another level or another side of that is ignorance. Because of the fact you have a lot of men who have never seen what a man really is.
That's a fact.
They've never seen what true dominant energy really is. So they're emulating everything they see because they're missing that. So with that, they just like, oh, well, okay, well, Nino Brown act like this.
I was about to say Training Day. I was thinking Training Day in my
head. Okay, well, this dude is a gangster in this movie, so I'm gonna act like that.
Right.
That's what a man is to me. So I'm gonna do that.
That's how it was in Scarface. So, yeah. Let me do that.
Let me do that, man.
So, do you guys think that two alphas could be in a relationship together? Alpha female,
Absolutely.
alpha male.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You think it's difficult? You think it's easy?
It's easy if they're both able to communicate.
Right. Right.
I'm poetry.
Like
right.
you gotta you learn communication is key, regardless of how y'all choose to communicate. Everybody speaks in their own ways, but if the communication is there, yeah, it can work.
I think it all boils down to how much you like the person you're trying to be with. I think all that shit's cute, you know what I mean? Like alphas and Scorpio and our Aries and shit. But like, I think when you really like somebody, you know what I mean? When you really like somebody and they like you back and y'all are trying to make something happen.
You choose to love a person.
You work past it. Or you know, like when guys like talk about girls not, I can't date her because she don't got that. Like if you liked her enough, you wouldn't be worried about how much money she has.
Sure. Exactly.
If you like a girl enough, you don't care how many kids she has. You like a girl enough, you don't care what kind of car she drives or how she raps. You know what I mean? So it's like, as it relates to alpha, you know what I mean? Like,
now when you saying
girls don't be having bars like
are you
that.
talking bars or rapping?
Wait a minute.
They can rap a little bit, but they don't be having the bars.
I'm about to say, because if she can't rap a Christmas gift for you, like that might be
No, girls are real.
that
good
might
at
be a
rapping
cardinal
Christmas.
sin in some people's book.
No, but it really comes
How
down
the
to
hell
like,
you gonna tie the bow like that?
it come down to like who likes each other who more. Like, you know what I mean? And I've known plenty of women that could run the world if they wanted to, but they will defer to somebody they like enough. And if that person carries it the right way and respects her the right way, it's not even like a deferral. It's just people playing positions. You know, everyone they're just two sides of the same coin going in the slot machine. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think it really matters who's alpha, who's what. You just really gotta like the people you with. You know what I mean? And then it works out. Like, but people don't be liking people as much as they want it. People want attention more than they want like a relationship.
Well, most
Say
people
that again for the people in the back one more time.
I know. It's like people get into relationships because they want attention. You don't like that person that much, but they give you a lot of attention, and you can put up with it for a while. But when you don't really like them, it's like, well, your breath stinks. You know what I mean? Like, but you like getting that good morning text and that good night text and that what you doing and all that. You love that attention, but you don't like that person that much. You know what I mean? And that's what it really boils down to.
That was deep right there.
That's true, but it's also, are you meeting people for real?
That's true.
Because most people don't really show who they are, and then a lot of times when you get to really meet a person, you might not like them.
Yeah.
You could be dealing with a person for years, and then when you finally really get to meet them, you be like, yo,
years.
I wasted a lot of
friends
time.
to
Only
just go
to
everywhere.
learn.
Just
Like, who is this person?
baby
Right.
shower,
Shit, like-
just, first birthday.
Because you gotta be real. It's some people you meet who are genuine, even
genuine
in
at
trying to
first.
hide it. Like you can sense the genuineness in it.
It's in there. You
But then
just feel
some
it.
people, they so guarded, super cautious about everything. And you got to jump through hoops. And then a lot of times, by the time they really decide to open up to you, you tired of dealing with that shit.
You don't like
So
them
you
enough.
gone. It's not even that you don't like them. It's you not even trying. It's that
I've
you not
waited
even
for people
trying-
I've liked. I'll wait. If I like you, I'll wait. You know what I mean?
Now is
I
it
take my
that you
time.
now is it that you really like them or that you was in lust with them?
No, I like them. If it was lust, I could just move on. You know what I mean? Like you can find lust where you want to find lust, but like is
Not
very hard to
not,
find.
Not nowadays.
Hey,
Yo,
I'm just
you
saying,
can find lust wherever you want to find lust, bro.
You can
It-
buy
it-
lust.
quality
Like,
lust.
You can definitely buy
you can
lust.
pay for lust.
Look,
Like
look,
it's not even
quality lust though.
Quality. What is quality?
Quality
quality lust like quality smoke. How much you want to spend? You know what I mean? Like
I just would like to
Like,
say
there's
I
levels to
found-
this.
I
Like-
found lust.
Oh, you want the
in my
dirty 40?
wife.
Say that again.
I found lust in my wife.
Oh,
there you go. Talk to him.
I'm
married.
I ain't say nothing about that.
Yeah.
Can't partake in these kind of conversations.
I think with
I like
Can't
I like that. I like that plug right there. Let them know.
sure.
I like that.
I just
like
think
that.
So
the
she
answer
gonna
is
watch this.
often
Yeah.
like.
see.
Cause you know, real men won't fall in love. We stand up in it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, Moody, I thought you had something to say.
Did I?
Beta.
I don't know.
What you about to say? You ain't saying that no more?
It's a lot right now.
All right, so
No, I will say this though.
Go.
When you are definitely in a relationship, y'all talking about people that you like and stuff like that, but you also got to make sure that it's somebody that you need, right? When I say you need them, like, is this person going to contribute to my life in a positive way?
Okay.
That's what I say when
I like
when
how
you need
I like how you
them,
clean it up because
right?
I was thinking codependency.
No, I'm not saying. Well, in a way,
I said
you
I was
could-
thinking. I said I was thinking. I ain't say that's what
I'm
you
just
said.
saying, in a way, it kind of is though, but you don't want to call it that because it's a negative connotation
Nah, but
with
it's just-
codependency.
but it's just
But
a fact.
it's two people, right? If you're both contributing, do you complement each other? Do you play off of each other? Do you make each other better in the right ways? That's what I mean when I say you need them.
Okay.
There's a difference in needing somebody and wanting somebody, right? So this person has to be your partner in every single kind of way, right? So it's like they already know how you're going to react. They already know what you're going to say or how you're going to move and stuff like that. And they're able to complement that way after learning you for a time period. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, it ain't a time period. If you're in a relationship, y'all are constantly learning about each other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like the dating process is getting to know someone, right?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So then you move forward. Yes, you're continuing to learn because everybody is continuing to evolve, right?
Facts.
That's a given. But I'm saying learning each other enough to know this is who I want to move forward with for the rest of my life, or be my partner for however long you want them to be.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't feel like you can really like or love somebody that you need. You know? Like in your 20s, like, well, my generation in our 20s, and I don't want to date myself or anything, but like a lot of people are only, a lot of people, particularly in Virginia Beach, they were really on it together because they could afford to be together. You know what I mean? So like, I want to live here, you want to live here. I don't like you anymore, but I don't want to move either. And you needed each other in order to maintain a certain lifestyle. And I saw a lot of relationships that got dragged out because people needed each other to maintain a lifestyle. So that's the only way I was going to object to the
But
need.
I ain't
my
talking
roommate.
about like that.
But,
Like,
yeah, I know that's
you
what I mean. And so
Like,
I'm saying, like, in a relationship, that need comes from that. Like, as a guy, you need to be able to be vulnerable. Like, there's certain things you need to get from somebody else, and that's
Right.
the part of the need you were talking
Right,
about. Like,
right.
you need to have somebody that you can have that vulnerability with,
Right.
that you can, you know, that can give you that grace that you need
That
to not be
safe space.
perfect. Yeah, I call it grace too. You know what I mean? Just,
I like it.
you know what I mean? That type of thing. You do need that. So yeah.
But that's why your partner is supposed to be your peace.
come on.
That's why you need them. Yeah.
I think that's an expectation
No,
that you should
no,
probably.
no, no.
I feel like that's a lot to put on somebody
No,
else.
no,
Like,
no,
yo,
no,
I
You should
need
probably
to be
find
my-
peace
no,
before
no.
you find a partner.
Nah.
I don't think
need
you
to
should
be-
come
I
to
feel
a
like I need to
partner
be my own
needing
peace
peace.
first.
You should go find a therapist if you're looking for peace.
See,
Wait. So your partner can't be your therapist? Is that what you're saying?
You shouldn't rely on your
that's
partner to
that's
be
a
your
lot of
therapist.
weight.
So my thing is,
Your partner works at Farm Fresh. He's not a therapist.
You know,
That's a lot of weight to put on somebody.
I'm just,
Stop it.
for example,
Stop
like
it, bro. Stop
that
it.
ain't what they're
Stop it
classically
now.
trained in, so they can't really.
Stop it.
I'm just saying that's a
Farm
lot.
Fresh got a
I'm
pharmacy.
talking about, okay, long day at work, at night, you in the bed with
That's
your
not a
wife.
therapist. That's your friend. That's your
No.
girl. That's your partner.
But that's
not your
that's
therapist.
therapy though.
That's not your therapist.
It is
That ain't
therapy.
your
It is
therapist.
a type of therapy, right?
Put that on your girl.
I heard Mason in
Come
the
on,
beginning.
bro.
I heard Mason in the beginning say that his therapist is somebody that he pays, where he can talk and they're not gonna say nothing back. I can speak from somebody being married. If I say something, my wife gonna say something.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how that goes.
Now you can find a form of therapy in your partner. It can be your comfort, your level. But as far as therapy, to be clear on this platform, that is not your partner unless your partner is a therapist or psychologist. And
Okay,
that's still not probably
let's clear it up because I really think that therapy was being used as an analogy,
Gotcha.
not legit paid profession
Okay.
therapist.
There we go.
Because people
Right.
make, because
Clean it up.
dudes make that mistakes. Like dudes will come to a relationship completely torn to shreds on the inside, and I was like, look,
And looking for a
not-
I was
female
a
to fix
thug.
That's not just dudes.
And then, well, like I'm just saying, but people will come to a
you
relationship
go.
completely broken on the inside, fall in love, and I was like,
Fix me.
We're
Fix me,
inclusive of
please.
yeah,
you, sir.
yeah, I was just
We're
saying,
inclusive people.
men, women, you know what I mean, this, that, the third, if they, those, all, everybody comes broken sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to fix yourself before trying to find peace. To be fair, I feel like I've lost people that were quality people because I wasn't ready inside. You know what I mean? I had things I hadn't dealt with inside, and I'm projecting that on them. So I'm like, oh, I'm not doing this, that, and the third because this is but they ain't do that. You know what I mean? Like, she can't be my therapist now. She didn't do none of that stuff to me. So now I have to pour my heart out about my ex in order for her to be my current girl? Like,
See, but what was, I feel like,
not saying that you were saying that at all. Just saying,
I
like,
feel
that's why
I feel like it's two different conversations.
yeah.
Right.
I feel like you're talking about self-improvement instead of relying on a person for that. What Moody, I feel, is talking about is the healing that a person can bring to your life.
Come on.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, definitely.
That's why.
Not that
That's
they're
where he's
fully
coming from.
responsible for your healing.
Yeah.
But they bring that type of just natural vibe where
Nurturing,
you feel nurturing. Where
yeah,
you
she can
feel
make you feel pretty
comfortable,
again.
and
That's
it's
for
like,
sure. That's for sure. That make me feel pretty.
I think we were just trying to
it's like
clarify.
aloe, bro. It's,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
We were just trying to clarify. You know
little
what
something
I'm
on the
saying?
elbow.
Yeah,
That's
like
all.
I
think that's all it is.
don't want the brothers to be confused. I don't want any of the people to be confused, bro.
We just clarifying. We just letting you elaborate, peel that onion a little bit more.
You feel
I mean, you be wrong a lot, but we was just clarifying.
See, that's a Scorpio in you. We're gonna dismiss that for right now. Okay. Thank you.
So look, the hardest part about being a man is bad programming. True or false?
Huh?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's killing bugs, but I'll give you that one too.
Yes and no.
That's a big water bug.
It's truly a middle of the road answer because of the fact we don't truly know what the bad programming is. You can't say you've been programmed badly when you don't even know what to identify.
What's the right program?
Exactly. And who's to say what's the right programming?
I feel you.
Like, I feel it's based on your interpersonal relationships with whomever. So your bad programming could trigger trauma for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas for somebody else, it could be comfort. So it's a spectrum.
It ain't true or false.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
wide range.
spectrum. It's because it's other variables that get thrown into it that can change what the answer is.
I got you. I feel you.
I think in maturity, though, you grow to learn what parts of your programming are toxic to you and to other people, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
see
think
that.
your programming is what your programming is, but in life you grow and mature to learn the difference in what's good and what's not.
Yeah, you
and
find
what's
that
healthy in
book
your
to the remote.
situation. Yeah,
The
absolutely.
book to the remote.
Come on here. Come on here.
Oh, you mean like how to program it?
Yeah.
You see what you did there?
Yeah, I was like, go to the remote. Okay.
Okay.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Got some joy. You look like you.
No. I'm listening.
All right, man. You like you was fitting to say something.
No.
Fitting to say something.
Yeah, fitting. I'm from
That's
the
country.
Yeah,
It's
you,
country.
that's Bama.
Yeah.
Don't do that. We're not Bamas.
Hey, look.
Don't do that.
Let's talk bodies, fellas.
Talk what?
Bodies.
Bodies.
The number of bodies.
in the gym.
first-
This
oh,
wait,
that's-
this
hold up.
shirt was
Wait. Not those bodies. Not those bodies. Not those
You see
ones.
these arms,
You know what I
guys?
mean? I'm sitting next to this.
See these arms, guys?
Hey, look.
You know what I mean?
Bigger than your head right now.
Is this bad programming?
Nah.
Alright, I'm just wondering.
Nah,
Is this alpha male coming out right now?
this just the Raven.
No, I'm talking
I'm
about
playing all by
I'm
myself.
talking about the amount of bodies that a woman has. Does it decrease her value?
How do you know?
I'm just asking.
I'm about to say that's a great question. How we ever gonna really
If you
know
ask,
the number?
because some dudes are weird. And Rox, I've been calling dudes weird and people weird since you told.
What I
since
say
you said
earlier,
it in the
Jordan?
last podcast. You was
I
like,
said it'd be a
people are
little.
weird.
I look. I told Jordan earlier. I said it'd be a little weird to be looking for a virgin at this point.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a little
Yeah.
checking hymens and
What y'all
whatnot.
about to
It'd be a little
sacrifice
strange. Like
You sacrificing somebody? You need a virgin?
no, I'm just saying like because the questions about bodies. I'm like What number's acceptable? How many dudes do you want to imagine she's been with before you? How many you want to think about?
I was gonna say, I don't
And
wanna
what's
know.
the number that you want to imagine?
How that song go? I don't want to know.
I think the question
cheating,
I would have though would be, why would you want to know?
That's what I'm like.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
it's not that. I feel like it's
Trying to be last, not number 3.
nah, it's not that. Everybody has a past. The real question is, which
you
bodies?
like her enough?
No.
Okay.
Which bodies are she tied to?
Okay.
What, you checking Carfax?
No. All right. So I was listening to something the other day where Kirk Franklin was talking about soul ties, and with each person, if you like Jordan, for you married, say you had a good starting 5,
okay.
and you didn't divorce those 5 before you got married. So you're now putting the expectations of those 5 on your wife.
I got you.
So it depends on who who the bodies are as far as that she's tied to.
So as far as that number go, all right. So we just use the example of 5. What if she tell you like 65? What do you do?
That means she was
just
a fucking
deal
whore.
breaker?
That don't mean she was a fucking whore.
Nah,
65?
But no, because okay, so since
How
y'all
old
say,
are we?
but see, then you have to also have to go into specifics, right? Are you talking about bodies she has from intercourse, or bodies she has just from fellatio,
beyond-
or bodies she
I'm
has?
talking about intercourse. Fellatio
what I'm
don't
saying?
count.
That's still intercourse.
Fellatio don't count.
Fellatio
To me.
doesn't
That's
count.
intercourse.
Cause as a man, you get head sometimes
so
and
the
just be
body
like,
would
ah,
go down in the category?
You want to know how? No, y'all want to know how we know
that's
fellatio
crazy.
count?
Oh,
How it
that's
count?
crazy.
Absolutely.
Didn't Bill Clinton get impeached for that?
Because oral sex is different. Oral sex is
You know what
different
I'm
than.
saying? He said he had sexual relations with the woman.
He did say that.
But he got necked off.
All right, touche.
And what happened? They
Touche.
kicked his ass out.
That's because he.
So
he
what's the
shot
point
on
of
the
that
dress.
story?
What?
We was talking about
They
what
was
bodies count.
saying
What
bodies
bodies count?
count.
Is it intercourse or is it fellatio or is it both?
Nah, breaking bodies down into categories is crazy.
Okay, so you're saying it's all of them, everything.
It sounds like insecurity.
I don't know. I don't ask those.
No, because I say
I'll
that
ask
because
those
there's
questions
people
either.
out here that don't consider fellatio sex, like real sex.
Here's how I look
So
at
they
it.
don't really count them as.
So if you was a virgin, right, and you got head, you not a virgin no more.
Thank you.
Nah, not even that. Not even that. It's a lot of women and dudes or whomever what they choose
People.
to people. Exactly. What's the people that they'll do anal and say,
Yeah.
I'm still a virgin because I still got whatever's there.
Oh, so she ain't been deflowered.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Still ain't been pollinated yet.
All right.
To try to bring this back around,
Bring it back around because we going there.
No lusty dust has got onto the stigma.
Bring it back in, Rocks. Bring it back in.
as far as bodies are concerned, this is a very insecure statistic. I don't think it should matter at all if you like the person as much as you like them. I think the point is to be last, not know what number and line you were. I think that's fine for people who want to check that with the women they deal with. That's fine. You can have whatever barometer you need to have. But if you're with a woman and they gives you something makes you feel like you need to know the number after you've been, that is fine. I'm good. Me personally, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about how. I just don't have those concerns.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
agree. I ain't gonna lie. I agree.
If I like you, I'm getting ready to change your life. Nothing that happens before you met me is really gonna matter if I like you enough.
the last man that you gonna be
Period.
with, is
Like,
me.
so what are we talking about?
So
here?
hypothetically speaking, though,
Is that just in relationships?
hypothetically
Do you like me?
speaking,
I mean, I don't know. You know
my life,
what I'm
dude.
saying? You
Shit.
could change my life too. Who knows?
hypothetically,
It might take
like
time,
people. You
but
like
it's got to be a real like, and it's gonna take real time. Like,
So it ain't a genuine
Okay.
like right now?
I mean, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everything takes time.
you want to know how many bodies I got? All kinds of men. You trying to put them in categories?
That won't me. That
Was it head? Did you like her a lot? And did you call her the next
Was
day?
it just one time? Did it twice?
That was the dreadhead dude. I respect
lot of
your
fucking
privacy,
before you.
B.
I just
But
read the questions.
no, but for real, I just don't think it's very important. You know, I don't think it's thinks that's significant. If you're in a line of work or in a social situation where that's going to matter, you're doing things unprotected, there's some risk involved, then it might be important at that point. But if you're exclusive with somebody that you actually like and you feel comfortable, you know them well along, you waited, and you feel that way, what are we talking about here? Like, seriously, what are we talking about?
Right?
I'm not looking for a virgin. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for nobody with no experience either. You know what I mean? You better know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
You come here.
so what are we talking about here? If you like her and you like that, then what are we talking about? You're trying to be last.
I
You see what
think
I'm
in
saying?
a deep conversation, in a deep relationship, the conversations that naturally happen.
It's too late in a deep relationship.
No, that's what I'm saying. It'll happen on its own.
I ain't gonna never bring that up. I ain't
No,
gonna lie to you.
this is what I said. I said it'll happen on its own.
I still wouldn't let it happen. I'd be like, I don't want to do that.
It's not about, first off, if you are with somebody, you want to know them.
Fair.
You need to know how she's been with some of these dudes. Because of the fact you may not hit something that she could be into.
Well, she about to
You can
tell
have
me.
that conversation
She
without
about to
knowing who she was
communicate.
No, see, but
She be like,
but you
baby, I
gotta
like it
understand.
with my toe
you
in
got-
the tub, finger in the socket. I'm
No,
like,
I ain't gonna
what's
hold
going
you.
on?
I ain't gonna hold you. Yep. My wife throw out a random fact about another guy. Yeah, we gonna cut that short.
It's not-
That's
see,
crazy.
y'all
That's
taking
crazy.
it wrong. Y'all taking it wrong. I'm not saying a random fact about a guy. I'm talking about her. Y'all focusing on the dude. I'm talking about her. She'll tell you what she is into if you listen.
No, I don't want to do that. I got you. I hear you.
She'll explain it to you so it's not to emasculate you. It's not to compare you to another dude. Nothing. She's just being expressive because you made her that comfortable.
So what I got to do with bodies?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a part of the intimate experience with your partner.
But
Right.
the question is, do bodies matter?
But that's
But
intimacy.
that's intimacy, bro.
But do bodies matter?
That's what I'm trying to.
Do bodies matter?
I
It
don't
varies-
think so.
it varies-
I don't think so.
No.
It don't
It
matter
varies
to me.
with the person.
I don't think they
For
matter.
me personally,
If I like it, I like it.
I don't give two fucks.
I hope I ain't seen you on X videos, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't really.
That would matter to me. I'm like, so everybody can just see it.
Pornhub.
I seen you on X videos.
Like, God damn.
OnlyFans.
Like, I can know that you did it, but damn, everybody see it now.
The reason I think it doesn't really matter is the reason I think it doesn't really matter is because you think about it. Most people say a number over like what's a number that y'all would say?
Man,
is like
it's
50.
weird dudes to be out here and be like five.
All right, so five. Let's use 5 as an example, right? Let's say she slept with 3 people, which really ain't a lot. You know what I mean? She slept with 3 people 3 times each year. You over that number already. You know what I mean? So do it really matter?
Right,
You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
I would say this. I would say the number doesn't matter, but how you went about adding those bodies does matter.
What if she was hurt?
No.
The number still matter then. Because if the number is 3, you want to know how I got to 3.
No. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying it matters. You could be 55 and throughout, we'll say between 20 and 52, you fucked 65 dudes. That's a great span.
That's a
But-
long span. So
Exactly.
I'll excuse the
But-
horror comment
but-
for 65
but-
if she's 55.
But
That's like 2 years.
all of us have some type of education. You met somebody that went through a stupid hoe phase and within 10 months fucked 20 dudes.
I don't see the problem with that either.
Bro, I got
Shit,
news
ain't
for
gonna lie
you.
to you. People heal the way, people heal the way
Depending
they
on what
do.
you call a whole phase, they all have been through it at some point.
Yeah,
Everybody
but-
done fucked 2 or 3 in a week or in a day or in a month. Like,
Okay, but
They
if
just
you,
out here experimenting, trying to
hey,
figure
you know
out
what I
they
found?
like.
You know what I found? I found that the hygiene of the woman matters way more than how many people she like a clean,
That too.
tight, perfect. You know what I mean? That matters
That
way
too.
more
Yo,
than.
Mong is crazy.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
but if you get down there and it gives you reason, cause to pause, as Stephen A. would say, you know what I mean? Like, what did Biggie say about it? You know what I mean? Sanitation, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing. Now we having conversations about why is this, why is that, what have you learned, what have you not learned, what was your mama? But until that point, like, long as she's taking care of herself the way she's, as long as she doesn't bring any baggage, as long as she got a good head on her shoulders.
Don't
in
matter.
what way?
As far as I like, if I like her, then she got to be doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, she knows somebody that like it.
Crazy then, huh?
I'm just saying, man. I just think a lot of this stuff is really arbitrary, borderline misogynistic, none of men's business type shit. Like, I just don't think it's really. Girls don't walk up to me and ask me how many people I fucked before. They don't care. They don't be like, where that dick been? They don't do none of that shit. Most women walk up to me and expect me to have had sex with a lot of women. For the most part, they think I'm a player. You know, they think all this other shit about me. So it's like, why are we doing it to them? You know what I mean? There's no point about it. If you like them enough, what does it matter for? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't asking nobody to throw their papers on the table and shit. Like,
Check the Carfax or nothing like that.
did you go through it in high school?
Yeah, I
What about in
would.
high school when you first got your ass?
probably
Was you
would.
giving that ass up to too many people? I need to know. Have you gotten over that chick yet? I need to know right now. No, I can't do that.
That's not alpha, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I would probably be more afraid of her actually knowing the number. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
that's
yo,
the
why you
dream
keeping
that,
a
yo.
tally? You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of crazy.
Have you met a woman?
Yeah, I don't, but I ain't never asked those
If
kind of
you
questions.
think, if
so.
you think she don't know that number, you tripping.
Nah, I mean she could know it, just don't tell me. You know what I mean? I'm cool.
It's not none of my
Like if you
business,
keeping
man.
a tally, that's cool,
No.
but I think that's your business.
Doesn't that
not
make
mine.
you want to
You
just
no.
But don't that make you want younger girls if
But
you just
do
want
know
somebody who
what
don't have a lot
y'all
of
just
bodies?
said coincide with each other, right?
I got a
you
real
mean?
question for y'all though. I got a real question for y'all.
Go ahead.
You gonna answer that?
Well, he was asking a question.
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying what he was saying about the hygiene and him saying about knowing the number. They coincide with each other. Women are anal about that shit.
Not all of them.
Dog, you think they not. They are anal about that
Some
shit.
of them slipping.
They got a calendar, they got a programmer, something that got
I mean, knowing
all
your
that
period
shit
ain't the
down.
same thing as keeping that shit clean though. Like knowing when your period coming around.
No,
ain't the
but
same
you
thing.
need to know who you've been dealing with to understand shit.
I mean, that's a fact. What do you mean?
You gotta know, especially you talking about.
But do
them
you have
having
to know
most-
who she was dealing with for her to know what's going on with her?
No,
Okay, that's all my question.
and I agree
rest
with you.
my
with
case.
that. And I agree with you. with
No
that.
further questions, Your Honor.
So,
You know
so,
what I mean? Like,
so we gonna move on to another topic.
Go ahead.
You look like you was ready.
No, because I just wanted to offer my perspective, right? So
Go ahead.
in the community, we people can be very shallow about that, about who you've been with, how many you've been with, and if you're taking care of yourself, especially because of the high risk of sexually transmitted diseases when it comes to the community and how they're transmitted and things that people like to do and what all that kind of different kinky stuff, right? So I would say that bodies kind of does matter with us because we need to know who you've been with, how many people you could have exposed to whatever if you have something, and then where does that track back to. So
Another
unfortunately,
reason why women is anal.
huh?
Another reason why women are anal.
Well, yeah, because then also in my community, you have the DL brother or whoever it is, and they playing both sides, and then that can get transmitted. And so I get Black when he's saying knowing how many and who and whatever. I get that whole perspective.
I think
Absolutely.
I think I kind of understand
yeah, from
what
a
you're
risk
hitting at,
perspective.
but in that situation, if something were to happen and somebody were to like be exposed to something, then that number, yes, matters. I'm saying initially
so but
before
why-
that person tells you, hey, this is what happened.
But why not have the knowledge up front instead of going into it and saying, oh, well, I just assume that they're okay. Why not ask those type of questions beforehand? And so you can know, so they can know, so you can protect yourself. Because you can go into a situation saying, okay, well, I think it's all good because I'm all good. But truthfully, they may not be all good because they weren't forthcoming with their past and their status. And then next thing you know, you in a clusterfuck of bullshit.
So the lesson is, as long as they clean, we good.
yeah, I
All
still
right,
ain't
bet.
asking.
So
That's a nigga statement right there.
it was the most niggerish thing. I could say.
Cleanliness
Ain't
is
gonna
next
lie
to
you.
godliness.
But look, we here though. So is the real goal for a man to get married or die trying?
What does
Wow.
Is the goal to get married for a man?
I
Like,
think
is that still our goal?
I think that depends on what you believe as a man.
True.
For some people, the end goal is to be married with a happy family and children and all of that kind of stuff. For some guys, I'll never get married. You know what I mean? Why would I do that? Why would I tie myself down?
'Cause I'm a player.
So, I think it depends on what kind of person you are and what you think family means to you or whatever. So,
I think the value of marriage has diminished. A lot of people traditionally now don't even look at marriage as a love thing. They look at it as a business venture because you become tied to this person financially and any and everything. Not unless it's a prenup or whatever legal thing you take to protect yourself. But a lot of it is, a lot of people don't want to get married because it's a financial binding government contract between two people.
It's a risk.
Yeah, it's a big risk, and they look at that before stepping into marriage. Whereas traditionally, people is like, oh, this is the ultimate stance of love for you and I. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on, like Jordan said, your perspective on it.
I feel like marriage, to a degree, has always had financial ties to it.
Well, I mean, it would governmentally, yes, it was structured like that.
I don't mean that. I mean in security. Majority of our elders grew up working in steel mills, paper mills, whatever like that. So your grandma, great aunt, whomever, they wanted to get out of wherever they were.
Mm-hmm.
This dude has stability financially working at this plant.
Mm-hmm.
He can buy me the house to get me away from whatever I'm dealing with at home. It's always had some type of underlying financial portion to it. I would say, I feel like marriage today for most men isn't the end goal. I would say we're understanding the bond means more than the title. Because that paper don't mean shit. What you mean to me means more than that damn paper. Because you're not being loyal to me. I mean, to the paper, you're being loyal to me. You're having faith in me. And vice versa. That paper is just a document. Anybody can go get that. And everybody in this room could go to the Justice of Peace tomorrow and get that shit. It means nothing. But if the bond ain't there, that marriage empty as fuck to begin with.
Mark, you look like you was about to
I
say
think
something.
structurally you're right, because even back then, like a lot of women, like you said, were just married to, sorry to say it like this, but the come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a security thing, because traditionally the woman was supposed to take care of the household, was supposed to take care of the kids. The man was the breadwinner. So, you know what I'm saying? You and sometimes in cultures, marriages were arranged. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, let's not
for
forget.
financial benefit and stuff like that. So I get that.
I want your daughter for these 3 goats.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you had a lot of older men. They married a younger woman. Like my grandfather was 13 years older than my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And she got married right out of high school. So it's like, you know, she went straight in. She didn't have a career. She went off to college for a little bit, but she went straight into being a homemaker, like making her kids clothes and cooking and cleaning. And my grandfather, he was retired military. He was a tobacco farmer. He was a minister. Like he had all these things going on, and he had to, yeah.
Got you.
So, and he had to depend on my grandmother to kind of like make sure the household was good, because he couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I get that perspective.
To answer the question, it probably isn't as important as it used to be. To respond to other things, there's a long history of marriage in the black community that goes way back before steel mills and them taking the men and separating families of slaves. And my mother's black women particularly had large roles in the family. They did everything. They raised the kids. They raised the white people's kids. They did just a ton of things. And I think the fact that marriage might be diminished nowadays is what makes it so powerful. Like, I've been married and I want to be married again. And when I see somebody that's married and I see somebody that's committed and love, and I see the power in that. I don't look at it like, oh, he's a sucker, or I look at two people who really, really love each other. And like, so while a lot of people don't feel that way anymore, it's like that's what makes it so powerful when you do see it. It's like, because it is fucking impossible to be married to somebody you love nowadays. Like, and get through the bullshit. Like, it's something. I'm a man that looks at it and I'm in awe of it. Like, it's amazing. It glows to me. You know what I mean? But I do understand that nowadays, Guys got a lot of different reasons. They got a lot of, bullshit. I just think niggas don't be liking the girls they be with enough. You know what I mean? Because when you like somebody you with enough, you want to do everything for. Like, when I've been in love and when I was married, there was, because I was in love and I wasn't liked so much, she got away with everything. You know what I mean? Because, hey, couldn't do no wrong. I forgive you. You know what I mean? Like, but when you start making all these you put all these arbitrary guidelines and standards on things, I think there's just not enough love there. But I think marriage, it's as powerful as it's ever been. People might not see the power in it, but I think it's still as strong as it's ever been. Like, our parents didn't stay together for 35, 40, 45 years just because he worked at a steel mill. These people were in love too. You know what I mean? A lot of them were in deep love. You know what I mean? And they died, and then they died right. It's a lot of that too. I've seen marriage be very powerful, even though I've seen a lot of examples of it being treated like shit. So to answer the question, it ain't what it used to be, but it's still just as powerful as it's ever been.
I agree and I disagree because I think some older people, they stayed in it because of
That's what they was
what
taught.
they vowed to do, and that's
Yeah.
what they were raised to do.
What about now, though?
Like now, listen, people are so quick to jump out of stuff because they're I don't like this about you, or I don't like that about you. I can't stand this and I can't stand that. And like I said, sometimes you got to look at the bigger perspective. It's not back then. It may not have been all about like, oh, I'm gonna stay with you because I love you. I'm gonna stay with you because you're a good man. You work hard. You take care of my kids.
And I love that shit.
And I love that shit, but I don't love you. That's a different thing. That's a completely different thing, bro.
I get it, but 40 years later, you know what I mean?
But it's just a time thing, bro. So
No facts. No, you right.
I think back then it was easier to do too because now we got a lot more access
To each other. You know what I mean?
people and stuff like that than they did. So you think they didn't have Facebook, they didn't have Instagram. So as far as like being able to slide in somebody DMs, if your wife ain't doing what you wanted to do, you could just hop in shorty jump and you know what I mean, pursue that. It's a lot easier. Back then you had a lot more. They ain't had that. They ain't had that kind of access to people, yo.
And that's why it glows so much to me now.
Then also the difference is a difference in that is now you may be able to kind of get away with a lot more. But back then, I can tell you for a fact, my grandfather ain't playing with you. You know what I'm saying?
See,
so
you got it flipped.
what you mean?
It was easier to get away with it back then than it is today.
What you mean?
You would, dog. A lot of
They
our
used to have, like,
elders
whole
were
families.
rolling stones.
Yeah, these had whole little families in the next
But
town.
I'm not speaking in the sense of you stepping out to do so. I'm saying they
distractions.
were still married. I'm saying now you have the internet to see, okay, this lady says she's doing da 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 da. Oh, I'm gonna choose that. You know what I mean?
But the real thing is this. They said it in the movie Baggage Claim. It's not about getting married. It's about staying married. We grew up in a society where you are constantly being told to leave. Our elders, they stuck shit out. Oh, your granddaddy had a baby on the side. Okay,
We won't talk
but
about
she's
that,
still
though.
there.
That my cousin.
Okay, we won't talk about that baby on the side. He got some
She
Leave
didn't
you
leave.
around alone.
Now everything is aimed at leaving. Oh, you're unhappy with this, leave. You're unhappy with that, leave. He's not doing this, leave. She's not doing that, leave. They aren't doing this, leave. Everything is about leaving.
And where do you think that's coming from? Where do you think people are getting that knowledge from?
Because they
You
can't
want to know
leave.
where it's coming from? It's coming from the people that did exactly what you was just describing with the internet. They left thinking what they was about to go get was better, and it won't.
And the grass ain't always
So
green.
now they bitter as shit. So they telling the next person to leave because why? It's a cliche ass term, but it's the truth. Misery loves company. Nobody wants to be miserable by them damn selves.
I think you should break up with people you don't like, though.
You should.
If you don't like them, like
But-
they
but
snore,
listen
they
to what
chew
you
something,
said.
just let it go.
You're breaking up, not divorcing.
That's true. Yeah.
That's different.
You should divorce too if you don't like them anymore either, though.
No. You should.
No, because I have
No, you should really divorce.
Some
that you
people,
don't
some
like
people
anymore.
do grow
I'm a
apart.
firm
Should let them
supporter.
go.
in
I
that.
have to go.
I have family members
It gets weird if you
where
don't.
they
Like, it gets weird.
they were married and they just separated. They never got a divorce, and
Probably the best of friends.
Cheaper to keep her. I heard that. I ain't saying that. I heard.
But
it
I'm
before.
saying like stuff like, and they're old school in their way. They're very traditional. So the divorce thing was not happening. But they separated though.
So I think the goal of majority of the men nowadays isn't to get married. My goal is still to get married. I still want that old fashioned house
Groomzilla.
family. I still want that. But,
Band and a DJ.
you know, that's, you know what I'm saying?
So you want the big wedding?
Yeah, I don't gotta have a big wedding.
You want
The size of the wedding don't matter.
You want your
The
mama
goal is to
walking
get
you down
married.
that aisle, huh?
The goal is still to get married. I don't care how we did it. We can go to the justice of the peace and do it, but as long as the family good, the house, white picket fence, that type of old school stuff, I still want that. I still dream about that. Would you guys be a stay-at-home dad?
Absolutely not.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
My rap career would go on. I'd be a dad rapper. Yo, Gabba Gabba, baby in my arm. I got diapers. He too hyper. You know what I mean? Baby, I'm gonna make a mixtape a week. I'm gonna live my dreams. I promise. While you at work, I'm not gonna waste this time you gave me, girl.
I'm not gonna waste this opportunity.
But nah, see, all right.
I'm at the studio right now.
I'm gonna give a perspective as to why I would. I've never had a father figure at all.
Speak that black.
So with that, my mom did everything, working 2-3 jobs, still going to school, everything. So she missed a lot. So I've felt her pain and seeing how much it hurt her to miss things for me and my brothers. So because of that, I would definitely be a stay-at-home dad because I want to capture everything. Because I seen the pain in my mom's face. Seen them tears when she thought ain't nobody seen them. Because, I missed his game. I missed his award ceremony. I missed his poetry contest, everything. Like, I seen that. So, like how some people, even ones with extended families or blended families, where somebody caught a video or something, my mom didn't have that. I want all of that. So if I can be that stay-home dad to do that, I do it. I sacrifice that to do that.
I feel you. I'm like Rocks on this though. I ain't a rapper, but I turn into a YouTuber or something.
Yo, listen,
everything.
Listen, I just had a kid. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but I'm gonna say I don't even qualify. So
that's real shit. That's real shit.
No joke.
That's real shit.
Me and my wife was at work. I had Kay, got ready to go somewhere, bro. Left the diaper bag 5 miles already.
Hey man, don't be too hard on yourself, man.
Rocks, it gets worse, bro. It gets worse. So check it out, right? I'm just giving you as to why I'm just giving you reasons as to why I don't qualify. All right. So look, baby shit all over the place. Out of the pamper, all of that, right?
You don't know why there's a pamper. The way
I'm
you get out.
I'm just getting to the point where I can handle puke. You know what I'm saying? I call my wife at work, like, yo, you gotta leave right now. Yo, I don't qualify to be changed. Look, there's certain stuff that I just ain't made it to yet, so I don't think I qualify.
Experience is the best teacher,
you know
brother.
what I mean? Yeah,
she
I
need
was
to leave
like,
you alone with that baby and don't pick the
she
phone
was
up
like,
when
yo,
you
what's
call.
wrong? I'm like, nah, you need to come home right now.
Nah,
like,
she no
yo,
need.
she got home, she fixed the problem. I said, yo, I don't think me and this dude should be left together for 24 hours unattended. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say it's not that I wouldn't like to.
We need an adult.
Just, yo.
Hey, yo, I ain't never heard a better excuse, though. I ain't never heard it.
Yo.
Like, yo, that was good, though.
I'm just being honest, bro.
You saying
Yo.
you need an adult?
Yeah, you need an adult.
Then this morning, bro, I heard that, what is it, Coco Melon or something like that?
Coco-
Yo, no way I'm gonna listen to that all day. No, I ain't got it. I ain't got it,
It's
bro.
it's a little YouTube
I sent you
thing
Grace's
for
I
Tyler.
don't qualify to
How old
be
is
a
your
stay-at-home
child?
dad.
How old is the?
He's 5 months.
5 months? You already on Coco Melon? Bro, you need to be watching what you want to watch on
Nah,
TV at this point,
absolutely
bro.
not. Nah, he
Put
know
some
what's
Dragon
going
Ball
on.
Z on. You know what I mean?
I know what's going on, bro.
He ain't gonna know nothing.
Need to just
At
put
5
some.
months.
Need to just be playing Pac in the background.
Yo, I had to look my son in the face, yo, and tell him like, bro, that new Blues Clues song is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You looked up Sunny
look,
Face.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yo,
it
one
is.
thing I'm gonna do with my kid, I'm gonna tell him the truth. That shit is ass.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
My
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I might have balled up 1 or 2 drawings right at the daycare. I was like, this? You want me to put this on the refrigerator? I need you to know. No, this ain't it. I'm gonna need way better than this. This is not even going in the car today.
But yo, just
But
taking
I
this
worked
home.
hard with them macaroni
You
noodles.
didn't. Clearly. You did.
I'm just saying, bro, to the question,
Well, if
I
that's
don't
the case,
qualify, bro.
then it's your fault.
Nah, look.
Because I get my artistic side from you.
Right, and I'm a rapper, so I don't know why you drawing. Okay, but to answer the question, to be fair, to keep it 1,000, the reason I could be a stay-at-home dad because it's way easier than they be acting like it is, man. It's easy, man. You run these kids.
Did you
These
not
kids
just
don't
hit a
run
shit
you.
story?
You run these kids. These kids don't run you. My son ain't seen 8 o'clock downstairs in my house his entire life. Ain't never been downstairs after 8 o'clock his whole life. He go to bed at 8 o'clock. He don't get up before 8 o'clock on the weekends, and he get up at 5:45 on the weekday to go to daycare. Same schedule every single day. He don't know no better. Why he running me? This is my house. You just got here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally.
what we talking about here?
Brother,
That's why I wanted, because mom's like,
Brother,
look,
you sound upset.
I co-parent. I co-parent with 2 different mothers. And sometimes the mom might make things seem a little more difficult than it has to be. But when at my house, I don't have these problems at my crib. Bring the baby over here. Just bring him over here. I got this covered.
Dick run this.
Dick made it, you know what I mean? So he might as well bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You can
Rox.
take it back.
Nah,
Tell him,
Rox.
Paula.
Like, I don't know if you heard my album or not, but you can drop these kids off anytime. This is where they live.
Rox,
ready
I'm
for
going
it.
to work, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not staying at home.
Nah,
bro.
And they can go to daycare. Drop them off,
It
brother.
really-
Hey, look, man. I done left the diaper bag. My baby
That's why I asked him,
diaper is on
was he
General
sleep
Booth,
deprived?
and I live in Norfolk. I done left it. I had to go all the way. It's an hour round trip.
Nah, look, I got good
You
though.
going to daycare.
I got good though. Now I keep it in the truck.
That's
you
what
know
you do.
what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying? But that's why you need the
Keep that go
experience. The
bag
more
like
you
when
go
you was a
through
player.
it, the more you be on top
You could
of
always
it.
just buy another diaper bag.
Nah, but imagine if
These
I
are
had to.
fucking expensive.
Keep a
Imagine-
pack of
look.
wipes in the
Hey, look,
armrest.
But then
I
you got the
don't,
bottle.
but
But then you got the bottle
Imagine
stuff
if
that
I
go
had
in
to
it.
tell y'all these
Before-
stories every day. You know what I'm
Before
saying?
I drive that hour, I'm gonna spend that money, dog. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to
they
you.
get the blunt.
But then you
know,
gotta
the
get the
cookies
stuff
in
that
the
go
car.
with it.
That's
You
why
might not
you
know
drink,
everything that
but
need to
that's
go in it.
exactly why you
Alright.
do what Jordan
We'll
just
buy that.
said, and you keep a bag in the car.
Well, I keep
Stay
a
ready. You gotta
bag.
get ready, man.
I keep a bag because I don't be knowing what size
man,
you
that's
wear,
fair,
none of
dog.
that. So then you gotta play the guessing game in the store. You know what I
But
mean?
at the same time, it really, in my opinion, I don't feel like it matter who stay home or not, because it's take a village anyway.
They do.
Yeah, you gotta play your part. Yeah.
Indeed.
But if I can stay home though, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like,
mad at you. I ain't
Good
mad
Morning
at you.
America, the 3rd hour when they start cooking, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all straight
Not
news
even
from
that.
7 to 9. But
I get to be at the crib, watch House Hunters and shit.
yeah, the reruns
What?
of Martin and all that. Love it,
I'm
a
saying,
list.
Love it, illicit.
They
What?
always gotta knock the wall down. They're always
on
over full
HGTV
play. Always
stuff.
over full
I'm
play.
saying, you see
Yeah.
the crown molding on this mother?
Hey,
We don't know what we're gonna do with this pipe.
Watching Rick and
Can we put a beam in?
Yeah.
so do you choose the one that you visually prefer or the one that has stability and potential?
It's both.
Preference or
It's
potential?
both.
It's both every
It's
time.
both.
That's the answer all the time.
First off, you're
like a
not
Venn
gonna deal
diagram.
with nothing that don't interest you at all.
True.
This ain't fucking Netflix and this ain't The Circle.
There are attractions that ain't all the way physical though.
I need to know what you look like.
That's
Now,
for sure.
are there some diamonds in the rough, some gems? Yes. But it's still something about her physically that attracts you. All that other shit is just a bonus.
Facts.
But it starts with that physical piece.
No, you're right. I mean, you,
Now the connection.
I was about to say, Ross, like he got something to say right
you had to be a little cute at first. Oh, goddamn.
that physical piece is the foundation.
It's just like the AOL days, you know what I'm saying?
Her attributes become the pillars.
I got you.
So
But
It's
it
both.
isn't always physical. Sometimes, like, you know, it isn't always completely like a physical thing that, because like, you can hook somebody with anything. You know what I mean? It could be a laugh. It could be a sense of humor.
So
it
you
could
wife in
be
a mud duck?
catching a. If you like her, you wouldn't refer to her as that. She wouldn't be a mud duck if
So
you liked her.
So you do know you just said if she's not a mud duck to you, something physical about her attracts you.
I didn't understand that part at all.
You just said it.
No. This is real. No, Your Honor, I like that stricken from the record. Let's put that.
Take
Nah,
it.
I think
Overruled.
What I'm saying is,
I think you got different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
though.
it's like-
What's ugly to you may be beautiful to the next one.
That's true.
So,
right, and some people can carry it the way they, you know what I mean? It's like, man, you can put it on sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it ain't all about just, traditional things. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to explain, man. But like, I learned a long time ago that it can't just be looks, bro. It can't just be.
Hey, sometimes the more that you're around a person and the more that you experience a person, the more attractive you become.
Yeah,
you might see a girl and be like, she all right.
Nah.
Then you start hanging around her a little bit, you start getting her personality come out a little bit, you be like, hell, she kind of bad.
Yeah, it
Because
changes.
it happens.
And terrible.
But it's also like expectations and stuff too. Like, cause
You expect a lot.
I'm about to say, why?
Yo, you've been saying expectations.
Why are we still
a lot,
talking
my
about
G.
expectations though? I understand boundaries.
How much time do we have left?
I
Why are we talking about how much time do we have?
No. This is what I'm saying.
Hey,
I
you make
understand.
segments with this shit.
I understand boundaries. I understand that, but. Jeez. Okay. I understand boundaries, but why are you still putting like expectations on people?
I'm not,
Like.
no.
Okay. So what are you
It's
saying?
communication. It's talking about those
okay.
expectations. It's like
See, you still
not
saying
putting that stuff on
expectations.
people. Like this is communicating what you want from somebody. Like, hey, I'm looking for a relationship. Are you looking for a relationship? No, I'm just trying to fuck. Expectations. That's all I'm saying. Like, just having communicating with people and not just showing up like, she might got too many bodies. Talk to them about it. Like, communication is all I'm saying. Expectations, I use that word because that's what makes or breaks a lot of relationships. No, you come into a relationship and I expect a woman that's going to cook and clean and do this. That's your You didn't talk to her about that. She might like you, but if you want somebody that's going to do all that, she might be like, I'm good. But those are your expectations. So if you don't communicate with her about it, then what are we even talking about here? So expectations are huge. Communication, all that shit. Because if not, you're just making assumptions. You're bringing baggage in that has nothing to do with it. You're not trying to meet the person that you're actually trying to be with. You got all these expectations. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't expect shit.
I mean, you
Unless
shouldn't
you-
until you
unless-
talk to them, until you get to know them.
I let shit run its course.
True or false? Most men meet the perfect partner before they're ready to settle.
Ooh,
That's true.
That's true.
Sometimes you got to spin the block.
I think that's true. Yeah,
It's true.
that's
That's hella true.
Sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone.
that's
So
hella
you
true.
might have to
You
come
got to
back.
come back step correct. You know what I mean?
Nah, but the sad thing about that though is
That's probably true.
sometimes that person that when you look back at it, that you now understand was somebody that you really could have built with. She wasn't meant to be that. She was meant to help you grow and mature into whoever you become.
And when you get there and she's still single, you gotta
Yeah,
spin the
yeah,
block. You
yeah.
gotta come back like, listen, I've grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I'm
but
like
so
3
has she.
inches taller now. You know
So is she, and she may not be the person that you once loved.
Factory. Yeah, you're right. It'd be
I ain't
like
gonna lie, I ain't really love too many people. We've been together since high school, so yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My wife had a jump shot. That's what got me. You know what I mean? Then we played one-on-one, and I said, damn.
Love and
Love
basketball.
and basketball. Like, so
No, it won't nothing like love and
Did you let her
basketball.
win?
Hell no.
I didn't say it
That
like
don't
that.
tell me you got skills.
Yeah.
No,
Can't let her win.
absolutely not. Nah, but yeah, I've been. I don't know, man. I've been with my girl since high school, bro, and I would say it's still things every day that attracts me to her. You know what I mean? So I guess you could call that growth, but to me it's just, oh damn, like I didn't even know you was capable of, you know what I'm saying?
Like that banana pudding.
Well, nah.
You see the way that nigga just smiled when he was talking about
Yeah,
that?
that nigga.
That's what I'm talking about when I
that's when
say it glow. You know what I mean?
That's when you know marriage
That's what I'm
done
talking
right
about
right
when I
there.
say it glow,
That
man. Like if
motherfucker
you
lit
see
up
that,
like the Vegas
if you
Strip
see that
right
and you
there.
don't really want, I mean, no matter how hard you think it is, no matter how impossible you think it is, no matter how don't no money want, but
still
you
twinkling.
just to want it, you
Nah.
know what I mean? Just to be like, damn, it would be dope.
Nah,
though. You know
word
what I
up,
mean?
word up.
She got a wicked jump shot. Ugh.
Nah, yo, she was trash. Like in organized basketball, I started to realize how important it is to draw up a plate. You know what I mean? And then I was like, oh shit.
So she had to be shooting with
You know
you in
what
the
I'm
gym.
saying? Huh?
So she had to be shooting.
Nah, I
with you in
used
the
to
gym.
tell her like go home or
Rebound.
something. You know what I mean? Like yo, yeah, don't let nobody else see us out together shooting. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going too good, but yeah, she. As far as getting with her, and whether it be something physical you're attracted to or whatever, I'm not somebody that goes for the norm. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that's catching my attention, I'm 2 steps ahead. You know what I mean? I've been scoping. You know what I mean? But when I think it's right, then that's when I move. I'm not too fond of like you know what I mean, like telling people my business that, hey, yo, like, you trying to date? You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. You know what I mean?
It's a way
Like,
to stay.
real
you know
spill.
what I mean?
We
It's a
came
way
back
to-
from a senior trip, and my girl was like, yo, so are we a thing? I was like, shit, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's just how that
That's
shit
how it
works.
started.
Yeah, but we've been kicking it since. Straight up.
women care about them titles. Dudes, we just act. No, real shit. Think about it. Think about it like this. Women want the title to be known for security purposes. Us, if we feel like you ours, we'll treat you like that. We ain't gonna say shit. We just gonna do it. Our actions gonna show all that.
Nah, I be wanting to be a boyfriend and husband.
No,
Like, I be wanting that shit. Like,
I think, yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest, like that's what we're here to do, right? Like, I'm trying to be somebody's husband. I wouldn't mind being somebody's boyfriend.
So I'ma just say marriage didn't really, I didn't see it too much growing up where it was successful. So to me, I always looked at it like, man, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? But when I was with my wife for so long, it's like, yo, this shit only makes sense. Cause I was one of those guys, I'm like, yo, the fuck we need a title for? We doing this shit right now. You know what I mean? But to her is, yo, well, we ain't doing nothing because this don't even show me that you know what I'm saying?
I mean, commitment's a commitment.
So,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I ain't get that part. I ain't understand that part. But that's some shit you grow into. Look at that. I'm growing, bro. Hey, I'm going to do therapy one day.
And
it ain't going to be
you
tomorrow.
expressing yourself, B.
Huh?
And you expressing yourself.
Yeah, just up here, though. Just up here.
Look at the
Don't
growth.
come talk to me outside
It's
of
only
here because
been,
I ain't
what,
going
4
to
or
be.
5 months?
Yeah.
Come on here, man.
And was real articulate with it, too.
Yeah, bro.
My
You know
God.
what I mean? I'm podding, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You fine today.
So what are some green flags for a woman?
Huh?
A woman that you
Well,
date.
I
What
ain't
are
a
some
woman.
green
I'm about to
flags?
say, I ain't a
Like
woman. I can't
your
say
partner.
the fuck.
Excuse
So
me.
it's like the
excuse me.
opposite of red flag.
These
then.
questions
Yeah, the
are-
opposite of
I
the
don't
red
know who
flag
wrote these
for a
questions,
partner.
but-
Partner.
He said, what's
Partner.
the green flag for a woman? Man, we don't know.
Go
you
be
know what
go,
I meant.
baby. If she ready to go,
Why we
know a green flag when I
when
see
we
it.
become
What's the
wordsmiths?
green flag thing, though?
When we become wordsmiths all of a
I don't
sudden.
have, first off,
You know what I meant?
First off, words is
Like
what I
green
do,
light.
sir.
You know what I meant.
What is the green flag thing? What do
You know how it's a red flag for a woman?
So green flag.
If you're dating a woman or you're talking to a woman, you get a red flag like she too needy. What's a green flag?
I
The
like when a
opposite.
woman respects my time, like she's punctual.
Oh, see,
God.
like that. That's a green flag. Did something to
Calm
you.
down, baby.
Just the
Calm
thought of it did
Showing up
something to
on
you.
time.
Did something to you.
Oh my god! You said you was gonna be here at 7 and you get there at 7.
Nope, I want my wife to be late like me.
That's your green
That's what I'm
flag for
saying.
her.
That's
though.
Yep,
Like,
I know
nah,
you.
man.
I know you love me because you showed up late to help me. You know what I'm saying?
So now
I
I'm
like,
like, man,
yeah,
I done
exactly.
pulled
We
off
walked
the
in
first date
together.
before. Like, nah, this is taking too long.
That's tough.
I think
If it was meant to be, you be here now. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, for me, I
what
feel
type of time
like
you think
for
I'm on?
all of us, a green flag is their ability to listen.
Yes, God.
Like,
Please.
hear me.
Don't talk over me.
Just
Listen
like
to what I'm
hear
saying.
me.
Just hear what I'm saying.
Not only hearing though, understand.
That's what I'm saying.
but when they gotta
Yeah,
start
don't
listening,
listen
though, like,
to
at what point
respond.
did the
Yeah.
listening
Actually
start? Like,
listen
that's-
to
but
what
they
I'm
gotta start
saying.
listening when you get the number, or like, is it like when y'all together? Like when they gotta start listening? Like the second day.
from the get go.
So that's like, hi, nice to meet you. My name's the Raven, and your name is Lisa. Listen.
you damn right.
That's tough.
All right. I mean, you know,
Everybody got their own expectations.
Look, off camera, it's 4 women over there that'll tell you that's exactly how I am,
Yes.
okay. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
and I mean that shit.
all right, yeah. I just wanted to be clear.
It's
Like,
expectations though. Everybody got
Hi.
their own different.
nice to meet you.
No, that's not. See,
Listen.
That's your
No,
expectation.
no.
Sounds like a
So
winning
you gotta
strategy.
understand. You gotta understand. I don't have expectations.
Come on.
That's what it's gonna be.
That's an expectation.
No,
You
no,
have to ask
no,
them
no,
an
no.
expectation.
That's
You
required,
expect them to
bro.
listen.
No,
As soon as they hear your
required.
name, they
No.
gotta listen.
Upon
That's an
entry, that is
expectation.
No.
required.
No. What I'm telling you is that's what it's going to be.
How we be so?
You don't have a choice in that.
How we be
You
so
know, like when you
technical
was
on
young,
all the words,
you couldn't
but
pick
we
what you
ain't
was gonna
technical
eat.
on this one.
Your ass ate whatever your mama put in front of you.
How are you meeting these women then? Like, I don't understand.
They find me, dog.
And then they just listen. As soon as you write back, they be like, all right, I'm ready.
How we so technical on expectations right now? But I say green flag for women, and we got to be technical.
Listen.
Because we ain't women.
Open your
But you knew what I
ears.
meant.
No, see,
Are your ears
say what you mean and mean what you
See?
say, sir.
But you
I
was just
told y'all
You
about
got to
Virgos.
listen
That's
as
that
soon
Virgo
as we
shit.
meet.
Virgos. That's that Virgo.
You ain't, what do you
No,
what do you listen to?
so
Are you
for
hearing
me-
them at
for
all?
me,
Like,
yo,
I don't understand.
I ain't doing that because
quiet
I ain't
storm
even.
voice
I
is
just got to the point where I'm willing to open up and talk about anything for real. So as far as listening to me, that ain't really what I'm looking for. Cause I ain't gonna really talk to your ass anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I think you cute. You think I'm cute. Damn it, we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for.
That's simple. Can
You know what I mean?
So body language is big. For
Well,
you
you gotta think too. I wasn't mature when I met my girl. You know, that was my mindset, and because I've been with the same person, that's me.
That's how y'all
Yo, when I got
communicate.
something to say, I'll say it.
Let me throw
know what I mean?
you
But
an alley oop for your green flag for your woman. You ready? Your green flag for your woman, for your wife, is her patience, bro.
I'm not giving her that. No.
Her patience. Her patience.
I'm not giving her.
Her patience.
I agree.
Her patience for letting
was
you
stern in
grow.
that shit too.
But look,
Shout out to Amanda.
Shout
Shout out to Amanda.
Let's give her that shit.
Listen though. Listen though.
real nigga in him
Check me
came
out.
out
Check me
right
out.
there.
Check me out though. Because you said that you had to grow into communicating,
Oh,
right?
I see what you did. there.
You see me
It
now,
makes you
right?
potting over there
You
right
see
now.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the patience part right there.
Okay,
She was
okay.
patient and she waited on you to
I
get to
see
that
what you
point
did
where you
there.
can communicate now.
For a track to
So it's
explode.
patience. I said I was gonna throw you that loop, man. Just go ahead and slam dunk it.
All right.
There you go.
Put it right at the rim for him.
I might as well.
Mood A.
So
Green flags.
Green flags?
Green flags.
Oh yes, Moody.
Yeah, your
You
voice,
walking through the mall
your voice is needed.
and you hear him talking about the community. You know what I mean? What's
What's
the
some
green
green
flag?
flags
flag? Yeah, what's
for your
green
for your
flags?
partner?
Opposite
Your
of a
first
red
date.
flag.
On the first date, you be like, all right, this one.
Yeah, what have
got
you
some
making
potential.
excuses for him? Like, oh, you know, but he, you know what I mean?
You like, oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like-
do they gotta like your bald head or
know what I'm
something? Like
saying?
what? Like,
Yo, a bald head is crazy.
Like,
I know he watched Dragon Ball Z, but he's so. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't believe he like that. I buff my head.
We can watch anime together.
okay, no, like I feel like, and I'm not speaking for the entire community. I'm speaking for myself.
we
I have
got
to
you.
put
We got
this
you.
out
Disclaimer,
here
we doing that disclaimer.
We got
for
you,
you know what I'm saying, because
making sure.
some people will go off, right? So, green flags for me is definitely somebody, like Black said, that's somebody that listens to me, that allows me to express myself, doesn't judge me for like little petty shit I do or whatever, but really like takes their time to understand my mind, because a lot of times my mind can be all over the place, and I need you to have patience. I need you to listen. I need you to take time and just understand my process. Like, for real, just be patient and listen, for real.
Legit.
So what was some red flags for y'all be then?
How many bodies she got? No, I'm playing.
Codependency.
Any woman who says
She don't-
she's toxic,
She don't have any friends.
if she say she toxic,
If
like,
she
oh
can't
my God,
handle
I'm
a
so
friendship.
toxic.
If I can't have friends,
Run away from anybody who calls themselves toxic.
if I cannot have
seriously.
friends, that is a problem.
If my partner doesn't have friends of her own,
Right.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. That means you can't even manage a friendship as a relationship. Then you can't handle this already off top.
Disclaimer: you watching and you feeling me? This is the village, right? The ladies, these niggas, like they gonna be around. They're not going nowhere, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
I don't like it when
Sorry.
girls wear low top Jordans.
Yo, that's slow.
It's a real red flag for me. Real red flag for me. Like,
Yo, in his
They the
defense,
same
low
prices
top
that
Jordans are crazy. All right.
Would you turn
those
around?
ain't Jordans. Ain't Jordan ain't playing no lows.
Would you send them out as soon as you like they walk in and you see the low tops like
Honestly,
But what if she look good
honestly,
with the outfit though?
honestly, if I like her, I'm gonna get it together.
All right.
I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it right. I'm like, don't wear those no more. But next time when I tell her, I might have the high tops though. Like I might have the high tops.
Like,
So
what
I
do
buy a
you
lot of
just
shoes that people don't want. So I might have the highs for you just so
Yo.
I can talk about the ones you got.
Yo,
on.
me and my girl started dating. She was wearing black Air Forces.
Oh,
she got
about
black
to
Air
whoop your
Force
ass.
energy dog. She from Green.
So let me show you
No
what
wonder you
Jordans
got
are.
married.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
She told you. Oh nah, you
Nah,
was
nah,
married.
it ain't happen like that. I was just like, yo, like if we gonna be together, you can't wear those. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
sometimes you got to fix them up. You know,
Cracked
what I'm saying?
iPhone
Like,
several generations back. You know what I mean? You got like the 7 and it's all fucked up. You know what I mean? It's like that's a bad sign. It's a real
That
bad
goes
sign.
back to what you're willing to deal with. Like if I can change and mold you into this, and we can do this, like then get past that, and I'm able to deal with all the rest of your bullshit, yeah, we rock.
Cause I can save you for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
For
like,
me-
you
for
know what I'm
me,
saying?
a
Like,
red
There's parts of
if
you
I
that
like you, gonna be all right.
is
You know what I'm
gonna
saying? Like, I
save
got
me.
you. I got you.
But for me, a
Go
red
fix them
flag
shoes.
is a woman that wears way too much makeup.
Like, what you trying to hide?
No, but that's because that to me that tells me you don't think you beautiful.
That's a form of expression too.
No,
like,
no,
it's
no,
like,
no.
you know what I mean?
This is what I said. I said too
Like we be
much.
getting cuts in our
I'm talking the
eyebrows,
ones
you know what I'm
that
saying?
they gotta put on a face every time they go
But
somewhere.
sometimes
The
that beat
foundation
is
don't
how they,
match
you
their
know what I
neck.
mean? That's what that beat do. That's who I am. Is this motherfucking beat right?
then I like who you make up yourself to be. I don't like you.
I mean, but you just talk to her? Like, have you had a conversation with her, or you just saw her face and was like, I know you now? Like, you gotta talk to these women, but you want them to listen.
I was like, hey,
Like, you didn't even ask her no questions about her makeup. You just was like,
take off half your makeup, take off half your face with that Aveeno white.
Wait.
I don't like your complexion.
now you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you gray like Tyra Banks. No, I can't fuck with you.
Whoa.
That's tough.
Have you seen her without makeup?
Really, that's what you're doing?
Have you seen
Like-
her without makeup?
I mean, Beyonce
Last-
too, but I'm just
la-
saying, like,
Last question. Let's get into this last one. Real
last
quick.
question.
Because the Raven was complaining about how long the last episode was.
Never
No, I
more.
won't. I only was saying that because I won't on it.
Oh, okay. we see what it is now.
That's that Virgo
Alright,
shit.
so-
I'm telling y'all, that's that Virgo
So,
shit.
fellas, what do you describe as feminine energy?
Why am I describing feminine?
Demanding
I mean,
male,
'cause,
demanding
like-
male attention.
Fat pound that.
So hold on,
You gonna
like
leave me hanging? Ain't, man, I'm a grown ass man. Ain't no pause.
My fault, gangster.
giving feminine. What is?
I'm stepping out of this question. I'm sorry.
My bad, Moody.
Why?
Not like
No,
you.
because
not
it's,
like
it's
that.
the
though. That's
question.
different,
No,
you know
I'm
what I'm
stepping
saying?
out of this question.
You know what it meant.
Can I just say a
I
woman
don't care
is
what it
feminine
meant.
energy? Or do you mean like a guy?
I think you mean like a guy, like what's right? That's what you mean, right?
But no,
Oh,
I
man,
definitely.
we ain't got enough time left for me to just slander
But I
sensitive ass
definitely-
niggas.
I
Like,
definitely-
like, that's a whole nother episode.
I
Like, you
definitely
couldn't
agree
how
with
much
Jordan.
of
Though. A dude craving another guy's attention.
I wouldn't even go that far as another
Is
guy's
wild.
attention. I would just say attention in general.
Yeah, like I agree with him.
I
Men,
would-
men attention, that's wild.
I wouldn't say any attention just because you got some people as they're younger who are not used to getting that. So
Yeah.
now that they're in a position where, oh, these people might actually like me, they gonna look to give you what they think you want.
I got you.
Me personally, I think, especially for people who yell like, yo, I'm alpha, for you to say, oh,
like
yo,
it.
I got to fit in with these dudes. So I got to, hey, yo, y'all ain't gonna believe this, bro. We don't even like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that
You,
shit.
you always the ride because you got the car.
That's when I get like unapproachable. You know what I mean? I don't, and I'm one of those people. I don't mind telling you, yo, I don't like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like dog, don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, feminine energy, which could also, this is gonna be because I know.
Please clarify, 'cause it's bothering me.
We is getting real technical on words right now.
You damn right.
Rudy, don't hit me, yo.
we
Cause
getting
you got
real.
ready to punch me the last episode, bro.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, bro.
did
Then
not.
you
saw it
start
on
trying to
film.
move me
So
out
look,
of the screen, bro. I
Never.
saw
I
it.
was never ready.
I
You
saw
was trying to move
we
me
saw-
off the screen.
We saw it on film at 42:36.
He kept
Never
nudging me, bro.
ready.
He was using his leg, like nudging
Never
me.
ready.
So feminine energy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I know that
No,
some
men, we
men
have it, we have
men have feminine energy as well, because we are nurturing to our kids.
We nurturing
If you
to our
have
women.
those, we're nurturing to our women. So, far as feminine energy goes,
I wouldn't say that's feminine. That's sensitive, but not feminine. But go ahead.
we did do the last episode and we were talking about alpha and beta. We all got different definitions of it. So if you would love to give us your definition of
Just go ahead.
just
No,
just
no.
He
we
about to
can
punch you, bro.
rephrase it. We can rephrase it for
It's
you.
not the best worded question. I didn't want to say that because we ended on it, but it is.
Oh,
the
I
best
said it.
Worded question, like
So we
maybe
can clean it up.
examples or like where you see
We can clean it. We
He
can
about
clean
to
it.
punch you, bro. That's the look he gave me the last time.
We
It's
can
the same
clean it.
look. It's the same.
We
He about
can
to punch
clean
you,
it.
bro.
Headbutt his ass, Moody.
We can clean
Moody,
it.
It's his fault. He asked the shit.
I'm buffed up too.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Headbutt his ass.
You see it, right?
Hey,
Now
Mace,
one
he
of
asked
them
the
dreads
shit.
out.
I think I have to think about it a little bit,
man.
Like dudes that pocket watching, gossiping,
Yeah.
being too much in women's business. business.
Too much in anybody's
business. Yeah, like just the pocket watch and a general. And you excuse my language, a general bitch assness, if you will, a feeling of entitlement, complaining, a general sense of victimhood. I can't stand a nigga who thinks he's the victim in this world. Like unless it's the cops at your door, I can't stand that. That's a real feminine energy because women are real victims. So when you think you're the victim, it's a real feminine energy. You walk around like you the victim. Do you disagree?
Clarify. Wait.
That last part I can't give you because there's some men out here that are real victims.
Please clarify when you say women are real victims. When you said that.
Clarify, okay. To clarify,
I'm about to say I can't.
There are people in the world who are real victims.
Right.
Most of these niggas ain't. Is what I'm trying to say. There's a general sense of entitlement, of excuse making, things of that nature. That I describe that unfortunately as the feminine energy, but most feminine women. It's a poorly worded phrase, but that's how I would describe it. You know what I mean? Just a general bitch assness. You know what I mean? Like
Punch him, bro.
The opposite of real nigga shit. You know
so would you say it's acting like a stereotypical woman?
Nah, because I don't want to do that to women. A nigga being a bitch ain't a woman.
That's why I say stereotypical.
Because a woman's a woman. A nigga's a bitch is a bitch. Like, that's different. I wouldn't even do that to women. No disrespect to them. But yeah, like, and maybe that's why it's feminine energy. A dude trying to act like he thinks a girl would act or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I would describe it.
I would rephrase it as bitch assness. How about that?
Just a general bitch assness. Yeah, because it's not fair to women. It's not fair to people who identify differently. It is a certain energy though. Like come on, bro, what you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
yo, that's the look, bro. He about to punch you, bro.
I'm waiting on Moody to expound.
I'm just listening.
I just want you to expound
he
one
gonna
time.
headbutt the fuck out of you.
I don't even know why I'm the target.
You asked the shit, bro.
He said that you were the target, Mace. I never said that you were.
Hold on. Okay, look. Before we wrap this up, no, for real. We've been through this a couple different pods now. Moody, what is the problem? Let's get to it. You bouncing around and you looking around. Who said what? What part of this question offended? What is going on? Because I'll be way over here. I don't even know what's going on. Why you gonna punch him? Like, what's happening?
Nah, I'm joking about the punch.
You about to become the person getting headbutted now.
Okay.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
got 5
And
minutes,
see, I don't like that either because I'm always.
You get the last word, Moody. No,
You
Moody, you
get
get the
the
last
stage.
word. You get the last word.
No, okay, so
Talk to us.
you can't really say something feminine energy because when you say feminine, right, that is an adjective that describes a lot of things about people on both sides. Well, all three sides, because if you're transgender and things. So, you want to say how you describe what type of energy, but the energy is what less than. And you said bitch assness, right? So you talking about somebody that's not real, somebody that's always or weak mentally, right? Somebody that's weak in their status or stature in society of who they are as a human being, as a person, as an entity existing, right? They are less than, right? So don't want to say feminine because feminine energy can be empowering. Feminine energy can be very, very powerful. Lift you up.
Women are damn superheroes.
I'm just saying. So for me, I guess the question that was, to be asked, for me to answer it, somebody that really is insecure about themselves, about their pathway, about their life, whatever it is, they haven't figured it out yet. And they want to blame the world. They want to blame everybody else but themselves. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to be present in situations and contribute to life and have exchange with people and be confident in that and own who they are. That's somebody that's less than to me. Somebody that is weak to me. That is a beta to me. It's not really owning who they are.
Right, real shit.
And being confident in a room, being confident in a space. Because if you are a true, like we say alpha, right? We the alpha squad. If you a true alpha, you step into a room, you own it, right? You own that presence.
Your presence was felt.
Yeah, your presence was felt. Everybody's welcoming to you. They know that you stepped into that room. They know that who you are. They know what you about. And they know that you stand firm in that. And nobody can change your perspective on it. And that's what it is. So.
Real shit.
Don't dap him because he was about to hit you, bro. Don't
Bro, Moody never say he was going to hit you. Piggybacking on what Moody's saying, I view it as, I agree with him, it's an energy. And for me, it's people who are willing to humble themselves. If you know what the word means, you'll understand what I mean by that.
Right.
Because if you are out here humbling yourself around everybody, yeah, your energy is trash because you have no confidence in yourself. Like you said, you don't believe in you. You're constantly allowing other people to be ahead of you.
True alphas know when to speak and when not to speak. True alphas know when to be present with an energy and when not to. They know when to observe and step back and just let the room be. And they know when to step up and handle a situation. That's what true alpha shit is. So, beta shit.
That's
The
what
question
the question
should have been,
See?
what do you
Damn, you
describe
took the
as
paper in
beta
I wanted to get
energy?
the last word. That's it.
Well, I wouldn't answer that because I don't believe in beta.
So look,
shit.
we're gonna end it just like that. Moody, man, I appreciate you
Don't
stepping
stop
up on
doing
the.
that. He was about to punch you. Don't
He
do
wasn't
that.
even about to talk.
Mace's copping,
you know
please.
the-
I don't
That's
like how you're
beta
defaming
energy, bro.
my character.
Hey.
I don't like that.
You know the views we would have got if he'd have
Can
headbutted your ass.
can
and
we
then
close
just
it?
went on?
Can we close this?
I'm just saying.
Can we close this?
I'm saying.
Can we
we'd-
close it?
Run
we'd
your
have been
house,
the
man.
number
Run your
one-
house, man.
We'd have been competing with
Rain
Joe
to close
Button and fucking drink champs if he'd have headbutted the shit out of you and then it just went off. Talk about a cliffhanger.
We got time.
All right, bet. So
viral,
look,
bro.
I'm gonna just go ahead and throw it out there. I'm gonna just say that I see no problem with the way the question was worded, only because I don't know how I just got this negative
you
connotation.
got him after he got
How did
ready to
I
punch
get
you, bro.
I just want to know how you
No,
got
because we
there.
could've
I
stopped
just
feminine
explained-
You
but
could have
I-
said,
like
you could
I
have said
said,
feminine energy and been positive as
I was
fuck, but
waiting for
everybody
the
was like
finish. I was
negative as shit. I was like, why the hell this shit
No,
turned
you got
negative?
to understand.
We just
You have
asked.
to.
No, I was
you
trying to
have
wait for it.
I'm not defensive. I'm just saying, like in general, how that shit turned negative
I was
so
trying to-
fast.
I
I was
was trying to
like,
let it in.
amongst my brothers, I'm like, how that shit just turned negative
It's
that
an
fast?
easy answer. Moody ain't like that shit. And he was like, what are we talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. You can't say feminine. You can't say that.
What is wrong with saying feminine
Because-
energy? It can be beautiful. It can be powerful. It can be everything
No, we
that you
could
want
have.
it
We
to
could
be.
have.
It could have been
We
positive.
could have
You
been
coulda
like,
went- okay,
feminine
you
energy
went
is the
in
most
positive.
powerful,
Okay.
uplifting.
It could've been that.
It's just
Yeah.
like, it makes you glow.
And that
We
question
went
would have
to
been worded
But we was
properly
like,
and
bitch
everything.
assness.
And everybody just took that joint and
What I'm saying, okay, but
We
that-
said it. We
that-
voted on that
okay.
word.
You went on your Diddy
Okay.
campaign.
But-
with
No,
bitch
we
asses.
chose that word as a
But-
group.
only because
But
Moody
this-
reacted to
no,
it. I thought we was.
no,
I was like,
it wasn't just because I reacted to it. It was because us as men, right? Men generally are going to, when they read that question,
We expose
feminine
ourselves.
energy,
We expose
they're going
ourselves.
to think, they're not going to think of women empowerment. They're going to
gonna
think of a bitch ass nigga.
Why
exactly what we
why
do.
do we
It's exactly what we do.
immediately associate feminine energy with a man? I'm thinking about a woman. As soon as I heard it, I was like, I'm thinking about the energy.
That
would
one what
want
I
a
was
woman.
thinking.
I'm just
like,
saying. It's, in my mind, I read the
That's
question. I
not
was
what I
like,
was-
what kind of
I'm
energy?
starting
do
to
I
understand.
think?
They automatically
Oh,
go
you know
to-
what?
I'm in my mind. I'm thinking
know
a
why?
woman. All right, so bet. Let me tell you the energy
Bro,
that a
you
woman
was
is
just
bringing.
talking about how too many bodies make somebody a slut, and then all of a sudden, empowerment. Bro,
You
stop that,
definitely
bro.
said
look,
that on your
hey,
own.
look,
Oh,
hey,
she
look.
fucked 65 dudes. She's a
Hey,
slut.
That's crazy.
if you 20 years
Moody,
old and
how
you
would
got
I would've
65, that's
why would I have thought he was talking about a woman and empowerment when he was just saying shit like, "Oh, she got too many bodies."
Nah, the
That's
reason,
crazy, bro.
This is why. This
was
is
like
why
7 questions
it's a
ago.
negative connotation to it, because of the fact of with the thought of toxic masculinity. We've been taught a man is strong, confident, protective, everything like that, and it's always been when you think femininity,
Soft.
you think of a woman,
Soft.
someone nurturing, someone caring, someone willing to cry, who has more compassion, everything like that.
That needs to protect
So,
and that needs, yeah.
as we are maturing and learning that everybody has that, saying feminine energy is wrong.
I mean,
I did say it was. I didn't like the way the
the,
question was worded.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
No,
for
but I'm,
agreeing
no, but
with
I'm,
me.
but
listen
I'm
though.
saying, I'm saying why Moody
I know.
felt
I
it
know.
was a bullshit word.
But I was. My question was like, hey,
could've
we just
answered
went straight negative. We ain't even think
yeah,
about that.
but I
joint
just
for a second.
but because we've been indoctrinated to think like
Bad programming.
that.
Yes,
Yo,
because I was the one that was spat at. I was the one that was jumped. I was the one because I was different. Because I held an effeminate energy. Right. Like I was the one that went through that. That almost killed. I almost committed suicide in high school because I didn't like myself because of what people were doing to me at school. Right. I was the one that was called faggot every day. I was the one I was different. People didn't understand it. They didn't get it. I was the only openly gay guy at my high school. I came out in the 8th grade. Yeah, I was brave enough to do that shit. Because I didn't give a fuck. Because I got tired of motherfuckers asking me every day, are you gay? So I owned who the fuck I was.
Solid.
And I walked in it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, when you say it like that, Mace, it was a fucked up question, bro.
Hey, look.
That's crazy.
Hey, look.
Feminine, bro. Feminine is the word you talking.
Bro,
Feminine is crazy.
I still think it's just.
Feminine
I just still think it's
crazy.
respectful. I just think it's
That's
respectful.
bogus. Yo, you said that's crazy.
I mean, I got feminine energy. I just said it can be nurturing.
But you're not leading the positive.
I'm nurturing, dog. I'm just saying feminine energy
Oh,
don't
Moody
necessarily
was
got to
about
be
to humble
condescending.
you, bro. He was about to humble you, bro.
God.
You gonna jump your
Yo, don't get up here and act, bro. We know you fight, bro.
I do, but I'm not about to fight
Like
y'all. Y'all
Black Air Force
Yes, you
energy.
are. And then, yes, you are. And then you gonna shake his hand and say, "Yo, we did it." You know what I mean?
That's how real ones do it.
I'm just saying.
Beat a nigga up. Hey, let's go get this drink.
All right, bet.
I see you
Now, can we good? Everybody got everything off their chest. Moody
Hell no.
Moody ain't about to headbutt me no more.
Yes,
so we
he
good.
Nah, he's still gonna do it.
Nah, he's smiling now.
Bro,
He
I'm
good.
a
He
hype
good.
him,
We past
bro.
that.
I'm a hype. I'm instigating.
And the instigator right here.
Punch his ass.
So that has been another episode of Kush Curves and Conversation, the all male led podcast.
Yes, sir.
This that alpha shit.
Season 3 been lit. I'ma just tell you, like, it's been so lit. If y'all have not been watching, you need to go watch.
Wait till you see him
for real.
Wait till you see him fight.
Don't just watch us. Go watch the ladies, because it has been
ladies
some
be
major lit content on season 3. Like, it's been like that.
Watch,
Real talk.
comment, subscribe.
Please
Click that
share.
bell.
Share.
Click that bell.
You
All
better
that good
share,
stuff.
because this the only way you gonna see
Yeah.
Raven.
Oh, if y'all want us to come back, just put it in the comments.
Oh, it's gonna be a
back,
season
you
3.
know.
I'm speaking it.
We gonna.
It's
gonna
in
be
the
back.
universe.
Season 4.
It's up there.
Season 4, guy.
Season 4, you mean? Oh yeah, definitely.
It'll be our third episode. Is what you
Will
meant.
be our third
Nah,
episode.
there you
bro.
go.
Nah, season 4 we gonna have more than one.
Okay, yeah.
More than one
All
what?
that good stuff.
We gonna have more than one episode.
Who, us?
Yeah.
We've had one more than one. You had one.
Oh,
Yo, that's
light
tough.
skin shade. Okay.
All right.
I mean, you started it.
And you thought
See y'all later. See y'all later, YouTube world.
And you thought he calmed down.
Peace out,
That's
family.
crazy.
Child support isn't the same thing as custody.
KCC.
Shout out to Rocks a lot. Shout out to Jordan, the Raven, Moody, and I'm Mace. Y'all did this jump. Oh, this has been another episode of
Kush,
Curves, and Conversation.
We might take L's, death to our enemies. You see the drip on me, you cannot get with me, you cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me straight to the top. When we drop, you better join us. Boy, we hot, money in the bank, yo, we ain't playing. You should've listened when we said we staying. We ain't going nowhere, we ain't got no fear. Sit back and take notes, cause homie, we get hit. Let's get ready for the rumble. All y'all welcome to the jungle. Hold up, y'all really tryna come at me? Bring it on. Enemies all around, ready for war now. Standing on his ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fighting till the end.